On the feast of Saint Francis of Assisi, we continue our progressive reading of the post-synodal apostolic exhortation by Pope Francis, Querida Amazonia, to the beloved Amazon region. Chapter 1, paragraphs 13. Certain slogans contributed to this mistaken notion, including the slogan, "Don't give it away," as if this sort of takeover could only come from other countries, whereas in fact local powers using the excuse of development were also party to agreements aimed at raising the forest, together with the life forms that it shelters, with impunity and indiscriminately. The original peoples often witnessed helplessly the destruction of the natural surroundings that enabled them to be nourished and kept healthy, to survive and to preserve a way of life in a culture which gave them identity and meaning. The imbalance of power is enormous. The weak have no means of defending themselves, while the sinners take it all, and the needy nations grow more destitute, while the rich nations become even richer. The businesses, national and international, which harm the Amazon and fail to respect the right of the original peoples to the land and its boundaries, and to self-determination and prior consent, should be called for what they are: injustice and crime. In the spirit of Saint Francis, we can really appreciate the Pope's drawing our attention to the Amazon region, to the destruction which human greed and businesses cause to it. Saint Francis started his ministry by a vision that, praying at Portiuncula, he was given the revelation that build my church anew. There was a chapel in ruins, and he understood it literally and started rebuilding that little church, that chapel. We can apply his vision to our present call to reconcile with nature. Build anew my creation. Restore the dignity of which you have deprived it. So today, let us try to walk with a fresh eye. And when we see any part of nature, trees, bushes, autumn flowers, or when we are visiting our garden, just let us think of our environment, God's creation, and behind it, our Creator with whom we have to reconcile. And let us see these islands of life as part of the same family. Plants throughout the world, they are related to each other through the climate and through us. And when we visit our garden, or when we water our flowers, or in the family, if our grandchildren or children are around, just let us draw our attention to the presence of these plants in our environment, within our houses, within our sight, and let us listen to their voice. In the Jewish mystical tradition, they say that animals, like birds, speak about big changes in history, 25, 30 years, a generation before tragic events take place. But no one listens to them. So let us try to listen to the life example of Saint Francis, and let us try to listen to the message, what our plants, our flowers are sharing with us. And let us see them as messengers of the great King, as messengers of their Creator.